Hello, one, hello, all, and welcome to Federico Gymnasium for this Thursday night battle. The Lady Bulldogs are taking on the Barrington Eagles, coming off a big come from behind victory against a 4-2 Ponagansett squad. That was really impressive. So they're looking to build off of that as they're introduced onto the court. I am the voice, Greg Morano, and we are 3-2-1 Westerly alongside producer owner. Another basketball game tomorrow night right here at 7 p.m. The boys will finish off a busy week of hoops every night of the week. We had a game. Unfortunately, one of them didn't have a camera, so that didn't work out, but they played.
And the girls game, the last time that we saw the Bulldogs here on the court here at Federico Gym 2 nights ago, you had the buzzer beater from Riley Peliquin to have the upset there against, I believe it was Cranston East. Is that who we were playing that night?
If I remember correctly, yeah. And then the boys followed suit in an exciting game at Tilliard versus Cranston East. So the ladies are on the court here, and Coach Hake's expectations are a playoff run, and if they can keep building off of their last performance, that's not out of reach. But it really does start with Riley Peliquin. I mean, she's having a fantastic season. It's going to be Madeline Pellegrino, the sophomore, in the middle for the tip. She was contributing as a freshman, so she is going to be something to see in the next couple of years. Bulldogs come into the game today. I mean, RIL has them at 4-3. Overall on Max Preps, they're 3-4. I'll count it out for you. Opening tip goes to Barrington, and up and in. They're on the board quick. Now, this Barrington team is not a joke. They are 5-1 on the season, and they're pressing. Cross court, and the press works. Turnover number 1. Up and too strong. Bulldogs can escape with it. And that's Lillian Gorman with Hake with possession. And that's picked off. Turnover number 2. And that's up and no good. So the Bulldogs have gotten away with 2 out of 3.
And that's something that we saw in the last game, too. Cranston East had a lot of breakaways and couldn't finish, which is something. And part of that goes to, Sydney Hake does a tremendous job of putting pressure on in those breakaways. She's one of the fastest basketball players on the court anytime she steps onto it.
And the Bulldogs still working around Rafferty. That has it for the first time. Kicks back to Rafferty. Deep 3. Running out of time. No good. Pretty much ran out of offensive options. Now, this Barrington team, I know they've shot a couple up and long, but if you look at their numbers on the season, with the 5-1 record, which is impressive, obviously, in and of itself, they've scored 500 points. We have scored 353, so that is something that I think their offense will settle down. So the Bulldogs can't afford turnovers, and the turnaround no good. They are starting cold, and they're able to get the offensive rebound and give themselves another chance. Head fake down the middle, nice bounce pass, up, and that one goes.
So 4-0 Barrington here to start. And this is something, Greg, I know that you weren't here last Friday, but last Friday night's game was a full court press the entire night from St. Mary's Bayview. And it looks like Barrington here saw the success that they were having with, maybe it's their game plan all along. Anyway, Hake with the 3.
And Gorman's putback doesn't go. They got luck with the offensive rebound. They dropped right in their hands, and they couldn't capitalize. I think Barrington can do it both ways, and they're showing that they can get it done underneath. The Bulldogs, however, need to use everybody. And you can see how fast this Barrington team is in transition. They all get back on D. To be 5-1 in Division I, you're good. There's no joke. Up and high off the backboard, and it couldn't drop. So that one was no good, and the Eagles will move forward 4-0. They've obviously held the pace. They want to run. To be 5-1 at this point, you have to be multifaceted. Nice pass late. Picks up a dribble. Top of the key three. Let's see, this one goes for the Eagles. Top of the key three-pointer. And Vosnet will inbound. This press is impressive. Little tongue twister there, but it really is. They're quick. And the Bulldogs able to get over midcourt. That's rapidly with the ball. And pass is picked up. And they go for a late one. No, up and shots in. So they can shoot underneath. It was the first time out of the game, and it is forced pretty quickly. 9-0 lead. Barrington, not what you wanted to see start, but what you're not shocked to see, because I talked about it in the boys' side. It's the same deal in the girls' side. I'm looking at things right here. You got a Barrington, St. Mary's we were referring to earlier, both 5-1. Ponegant, it was 4-2 though when we won. So any given Sunday, any given day in basketball. We'll look across the division though at their cohorts: Cranston West, North Kingstown, and LaSalle, all 5-1. So Barrington, Bayview, LaSalle, and North Kingstown all sit at 5-1. I would say that they're the upper tier of Division One, and then everybody else just has to battle for their spot.
And what do you do right there? Yeah, I mean, it's you're coming out here, you're starting the game, you're down 9-0. They've been putting on a full court press. What are you telling the girls here? And an attempted steal there, and she does end up getting it.
Nice late pass underneath. They pass well in the paint. And nice head fake all the way to the hoop, up and in. And I'm keeping track of a number, and we'll talk about it later because it's building quickly. We're in the first here. Bulldogs down 11-0. What are you thinking? You're probably not a lot surprised. Like I said, to be 5-1, you're no joke. That's on either side. These teams are no joke on these schedules in Division One. Nice crossover by Rafferty. Nice look. Wasn't that for the three? It goes. The Bulldogs. Oh, only a two. Well, either way, the Bulldogs first score. Nice look and finished by Wasn't They're on the board. 11-2. So can this get out of hand quickly? Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. That was a calm down time. Well, look at that passing cut. And it doesn't go, but man, that's pretty close to precision. And the Bulldogs are going to have to get their hands in the passing lanes. This is as fast of a team as I've seen play on the girls' side of things. Got the pick from Pellegrino. 3-pointers off the mark. Rebound goes to the Eagles. Picked off. Bulldogs grab one this time. And they're on the move and looking underneath Woodward. And that is up and in. Bulldogs got a 4-point run here. See if they can go on a little run of their own. Look how deep the bench is for the Eagles. I know there probably was a JV game, and when you're on the road, the whole team comes. But I'm certain that several of them foul on the floor, reach in, foul. Another one of those games that if you're going to foul, make sure they don't make the shot as well. Underneath, number 4, inbounding for Barrington, Madison Gill. How many seniors are they rolling with? Oh, man. They're 5-1, and they only have 3 seniors, so they'll be back with a vengeance next year. And the inbound pass. Nice defense by the Bulldogs. 3-point opportunity. She didn't like it. Goes into the heart of the D. Kicks back out. Quiet gymnasium here at the moment. And up over the top. Beautiful post play and pass. Finish. 2 Bulldogs have it. Press on. And I'm sure you'll see something else out of this. Instead of the press, this is more of a trap, and they're in trouble. And that is too much time. Call timeout. You're going to get a backcourt violation if you didn't. Timeout number 2 here in the first quarter. Moving right along here.
Whew.
Not many whistles. 2 timeouts, however. Down 9 early. And not the ideal start, but a lot of basketball to go, folks. We're in the heart of the season. Bulldogs are right in the heart of things. Both boys and girls. Boys lost a tough one last night after an upset victory. A disappointing loss. I'm sure we'll talk to Coach Cesaro about that, but we're also they're gonna try to bounce back and turn it around tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We'll bring it to you. And the ladies take the court again. I think they want to use Woodward a little bit more underneath. She can do so much with the ball as only a freshman. 2:52 to go, 13-4. This is 3-2-1 Westerly bringing it to you here. Mid-January There's absolutely nothing better to be doing than watching high school sports. Try to get the Woodward on the post. Maybe she heard me, forced it, turnover. We are in the first quarter, and that drops up and in. Costly one. And they'll press. Bulldogs have it. Wasn't that with it. Picks up her dribble. And Woodward now with it. They're in the trap and a little too much of her. There's a foul called. They're quick. And there's
It seems like every time you turn around, there's a double team happening, and I mean, I don't. It feels as if Barrington is playing with 10 players on the court at all times.
Look at it. It really does feel like this is not. Energy is not in the gymnasium. And with the score the way it is, Bulldogs need to turn things around early. Because I don't see this as a team that's going to give up a huge lead. Bulldogs trying to find someone. Picked up her dribble. Gorman underneath. They got a hand in and a quick jump call. Fortunate for the Bulldogs. It'll stay with them. And inbound wasn't that for the Bulldogs. Not hearing much out of the crowd. Not much for the crowd to cheer about. Deep three. And it's good. And first three of the day. Either way.
Second.
I thought it was the second two. It might have been.
No. The first one was the first one for the Bulldogs was just a long two, but that was Nova Woodward with a three there.
And I said they needed to interact with her a little bit more. She's a weapon from a lot of perspectives. She's not afraid to go at you straight to the hoop. She can hit the jump shot from a lot of those intermediate ranges that really have fallen. It's a really good trait to have, and it was a need back in the day in basketball, and it's kind of lost its place. It's either 3-pointer or go to the hoop and get the foul or the shot. Well, she can do a lot of those different things combined.
And you could tell this Barrington team has knocked Nova Woodward down a couple times with their double teams, and you could tell that the frustration maybe started to build. And the best way to get that back and get back from that frustration is to hit a three like that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the size on the court right now, there's not even a remote comparison. They're bigger, which means they're probably, few of them anyway, appear stronger. I mean, there's some big bodies. Westerly still trying to get over midcourt, picks up her dribble, and turnover. And that's a quick late bounce pass, and that will go up and no good. Bulldogs get the rebound. I'm using the orange marker here. It's still quarter number one. I'll tell you, the one thing they got to change. It's going to be plain and simple. I'll wait till the final buzzer of the first as they're down 7. And this, by no means, is any like wisdom. It's an open statement. Good luck, oh boy. And that is up and no good. Imagine if they made all these shots. We'd be in real. We'd be drowning already. Step back by Blazinet. Looks over the top. Doesn't get there. They get the ball back, though. And fouled on her way. She'll go to the free throw line. Oh, no, she will not. Foul is on the Bulldogs. I heard a roar from the crowd. Assumed it was us. It was not. And they're slowing things down a little bit on offense, letting things set up. Rafferty on the ball. A lot of season left is the good news. Top of the key, 3. She was on the line. And she's going to get her own rebound, though, and go up with it. Nice clean block. Rafferty has it. We're under a minute. Quarter number 1. A quarter that they're going to want to forget. And the beautiful thing is there's 4 of them, so you can make it up. Wellesley has it. Nice position by Pellegrino. Up, and the foul. She's excellent at drawing the foul or finishing. Uses her body well underneath. Good post play. It's a necessity for the Bulldogs. So she should get a pair here. And we got it. Here we go. Other coach being something they're explaining too. There's some fun stuff going on in hoops, though, man. These middle school teams keep hitting the newspaper. They won their Christmas tournament, the boys and the girls, and have kept on winning. I know the boys are undefeated, and from what I can follow from the girls, they are as well, which is really cool. 6-0 at the middle school level basketball. And I didn't look and see if she made the first one, so here we go. It's right here. First one is good in a game that free throws are a must. But what they have done live, second one, good. Bulldogs tack on 2. And it'll be on the move a little bit here. Here we go. Could be the last possession. They're going to settle back. Shot clock is off. And they just keep rotating. Constant movement to the hoop, kick out. And there's time. 7 seconds. And got to make a move now. Kick out, got to shoot. Does. And it goes. Man, oh man, not the way the Bulldogs wanted to end quarter number 1. Going to have to launch one. Half court. And it doesn't go. And not a great quarter. Barrington 20, Bulldogs 9. We'll get into a little bit about why in a brief moment. Quarter number 2 coming up.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
And welcome back, everybody, for the start of quarter number 2. Coach Hake trying to probably take a deep breath and have her team do the same thing, make a few adjustments, and you really got to be sure your passes at the speed of this Barrington team. They've cut off more or less. I mean, there's 8 turnovers in the first quarter, as I'm going to keep track running. But when you have 8 in one quarter, you lose them by 11, and there's no real science to necessary. Pass takes to the hoop, up and in. Barrington with the first 2 of quarter number 2, seemingly with ease. And this is such tight press they run. Bulldogs able to break it for the moment. Pass, Pellegrino kicks it. Gorman back to Pellegrino, tied up by 2. This time it's going to go to Barrington. And I do believe, am I wrong? I am wrong. I don't know who. Bulldogs have it. Pellegrino will inbound. And we'll see who she can find. And Rafferty has it on the far side. Wasn't that with it? Tight defense they play. Pellegrino's going to go to the hoop. Offensive foul.
There is nothing more frustrating when playing basketball than when your opponent does not give you an inch to breathe. I mean,
I'm starting to see why they're 5-1 and we've only seen a quarter in play, and their shooting percentage is kind of crappy. To be honest with you, Barrington's really not shooting the lights out. They missed a lot of layups underneath, and they're still holding a 13-point lead. So if they're clicking on all cylinders, I can see what kind of team, the talent that's on this team. Their offense is constant motion, and there it is right there. And they finish right there. Like I said, I think they're going to warm up, and their percentage is going to go up, which isn't good news for Westerly. They don't look like they've changed a bunch at all from the first quarter, changed really anything. I think they're just waiting for their numbers to go back to normal,
and this has become a situation where the Westerly players sometimes are looking like, they're almost looking like football players waiting to make a long pass. And there's a beautiful 3 there by number 24 for Barrington.
Yeah, already a timeout force. I don't know what you say at this point with such a quick timeout, unless there's a new idea here, new scheme you're going to throw out. And there's going to be a couple subs, I'm assuming, and some kind of a major adjustment. I don't know what that may be, but I do know. I'm going to check the court. I haven't said the name Riley Pelican all night, but I don't think I've seen her either.
I also don't think that I've seen her.
Maybe I should read more of the article. I'll do that at halftime.
All right, and one of the things though, is this a change of strategy, or is this a, you know, don't get upset, don't get frustrated. They're swarming you at all moments, but take a breath, try to get into it. Like try to get into your offense, try to move around.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit more demanding manner. I'm sure
Well,
she's
for sure.
unhappy with her team's play.
Yeah.
They've already went up from 8 to 10, and we've just started quarter number 2, and that's turnovers, and that's I mean, it's gonna get to the point where I can't even tell you how many, because I cut off numbers after a while. This Eagles team's good, man. Like I said, they're up by 18 points, and they're shooting. I don't know, about 50% maybe. I mean, they have a lot of shots that they could have easily finished, and they didn't. This is one of those top tier teams, one of those top 4 teams in Division One, and then there's a little bit of a drop off, and there's a big bunch. And the dog days of winter determine who's in that bunch, who's on top of that bunch. Deep 3 from Haight, and it is good. They've had some impressive threes from miles away. And another one to match, and it does. Oh man, it bounces right in. Bulldogs can't catch a darn break here tonight, and they do break the press though, and Pellegrino has it, and that is just crazy. Reach in foul. It is just crazy. You can't start doing anything to at least stop the momentum, let alone steal it. And they will run right back down the court and match it. Rafferty will inbound for the Bulldogs, who are now. They have a little bit of a break here. Where's their schedule? They are playing on the 15th, so we got 3 days off, and they're back in action on Monday. We'll bring it to you. They'll be on the road versus Rogers. The Rogers squad that is struggling this year. The game. 3, Rafferty, open, not going to fall. Rebound goes to the Eagles, and they move. Almost picked up a dribble there. Wide open 3, though, and doesn't like it. Kicks it out. Right back. 124 with it. And that is going to be Janiah Prince. He turns it. Pick sets for it. And a pick and roll broken up by Rafferty. Turnover of their own. And lets it go. It does not. And then that's Bennett's struggle for the Bulldogs. Overhand pass. Almost on the mark. Pretty impressive. But there were Bulldogs there. So it's not. They did retreat pretty well. Unfortunately, that's really all they've been doing here, and this was retreating.
And that's it's a problem for the Bulldogs when you don't get a shot go your way right now, because unfortunately with the onslaught that they've had from the Barrington Hawks or Barrington Eagles, sorry, you almost need to shoot 100% to get back into this thing, and
it's going to be a task. This swarming. I mean, you look at the swarming of this team. Yeah, that's loose on another turnover. And, it's going to, I don't know, 3-pointer baseline, good. So they can go from outside, they can go from inside.
And they're everywhere. They're everywhere on the court at all times.
To be like a hornet's nest. And I don't know what you do, boy. I don't know what you say or what you do. That's kind of why I have a way better position than a coach. I don't have to figure it out, and I can't even assess what you would do. I mean, what you do, and they're bigger. You don't forget that they're bigger. They're playing a physical game. They tried to set the tone early on. You mentioned it with Woodward, and really they're in all facets of the game right now. It's going pretty poorly for the Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs are missing their their biggest player, their tallest player, Riley Peliquin.
Yeah, she's probably hurting. And if you're gonna miss a game, in reality, missing one versus a team that's this good, it's not a bad game to miss. Jumper good. They're starting to warm up.
24 has a really hot hand.
With that shooting percentage that was down, I had a feeling it would come up, and it slowly is. And that is going to be another turnover. Is it going to go?
No, it's going to go to the Bulldogs.
All right. Bulldogs will inbound versus the press. 3.5 left in the half. And the defense offense, everything on Barrington is, despite finishing issues with a little bit of finishing for the Eagles, they are scoring at the moment. There's a whistle, and the Bulldogs are going to inbound. Neither team really in foul trouble. Bulldogs without Pelican versus this Eagle team. Yeah, it's going to be interesting how it goes in the second half. What adjustments? What do you do? What do you do? I mean, because you got to deal with a mechanical adjustment on the court, and you got to deal with a psyche adjustment, a mentality adjustment in the brains.
Absolutely.
And
it's not hopeless. We're not saying that, but it's a very tall order.
So yeah, tough road ahead here. And I would have known that it was going to be if I knew that they would be playing without Pelican as well. They had that big upset against Ponegant, and you're looking at someone who hit the go-ahead 3 with 6 seconds remaining, and he finished with 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals.
Coach Hake having some words for the official there.
Yeah. And is it a technical foul? It was called. It sure was. So Pellegrino will shoot the technical shot, and the Bulldogs will get the ball back. And they capitalize. Shot number 2 is up and goes. So capitalizes, gets the 2, and the Bulldogs will maintain possession. It got so far away so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how or when they got to 35, but it's what happens is when it goes in every time you shoot. But I knew early when they weren't finishing, I was like, this would be bad if they were. And now they're starting to finish, and we'll have to see. But like I said, I mean, they have Bayview, the same 5-1. LaSalle's at 5-1. They'll play LaSalle. Portsmouth 5-2. North Kingston, Cranston, they're all 5-1. It's a spider web to try to make your way through this division. That will inbound for the Bulldogs. Hake has it. The chants in the gym are for the Eagles, from what I can hear, and that'll be a foul against, it should be the Eagles, and it is, and Hake will inbound underneath their own hoop. The pick was supposed to get Wazetta open, didn't work over the top. Gorman has it, and didn't get called for traveling. And underneath, reach around, man, they play tight D. That's beautiful. And it's tough. They can't get a pass through. I mean, that's going to be something that they speak about. And slowing down just a tad as they swing. Still constant motion through the paint. And a reach, it's going to go the Bulldogs' way. 2:48 to go. Half number 1. All Eagles thus far here on this Thursday night. And a quiet gym, it really is. Not good when you hear your opponent's crowd more. And nice look on the other side. Can't finish. Rafferty with the offensive rebound and does. And the Eagles with it. 3-pointer far side. Good. Boy, oh boy, they have a few snipers. And so you get all excited. Convert, and they answer with a 3. And you lose ground. And the pass is tipped. Bulldogs have it. Gorman. Travel. Surrey. They got her this time. Same thing happened last time and got away with it, but not twice in a row.
I feel like 40%. I'm making up these statistics, but I feel like 40% of the Bulldogs' passes have had at least a hand on them. They haven't all gone the other way, but they've all gotten partially deflected or.
And I'm not making excuses for them at all. I mean, I know the coach won't make excuses. And the 3 top bounces up and around, no good. And I know Coach Haig will not make excuses for her team. And they're going to work on crisp passing, accurate passing, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Finishing right there, they'll talk about, and credit goes to a defense that they're squatting at their knees, they're low, and they're on you like glue. They get that hand around. Look at the passing underneath. They can't finish though at the moment. And finally, Bulldogs gave them 5 chances. You got to figure one out of 5 ain't bad, right?
Yeah.
So it's bad. Score's bad. Quarter number 2 went worse than quarter number 1. And they're going to take a break, and so am I, because I have to find some stuff to talk about. Gorman with it. A lot of buzz around town about wrestling right now. And 3 for Hake. She's been a money.
Oh, beautiful shot.
I don't know her numbers, but I know she got 3 threes. And it's hard to follow exact people's numbers with the scenario being the way it is. I'm kind of watching their deal as a whole and this and that. But she offensively, she's got at least I would say, well, I know for 9. I would say 11 at least. So there's bright spots. But here we come with the match now. No offensive rebound. That's down by Gorman. Hake has it.
Sydney Hake, I believe, she wasn't shooting the ball as much last game as she normally would. And I'm glad to see that that's back. Of course, it is sort of a necessity right now. Oh, beautiful. I think that's going to be a long 2. Long 2.
But again, within a number that you got to work on a little bit. And without Riley Pellegrin, I mean, you need 2 players to step up to even remotely make up for it. She was out of control. So that Bulldog didn't get any favorable call there. 3 seconds to go, and the Eagles will inbound on a half that they played like a 5-1 team in Division I plays. They were not flawless. Their shooting percentage is not great. And give some credit to that to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs defense under the hoop was pretty good. 3 up, no good. Halftime score, 40 for the Eagles, 21 for the Bulldogs. Look for some definite adjustments. Hope for some definite adjustments. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back.
I'm Michael Kiefer. I'm the owner of Kiefer's Martial Arts here in Westerly. We're here to help people. So with kids, yeah, they're kicking and punching and blocking and they're learning self-defense and they're getting a workout. Martial arts is physical, but we're also trying to embed those character development lessons into their classes as well. Perseverance and Donald Spirit. We get many referrals for kids that maybe have ADD or ADHD or kids that are maybe having some behavior problems. It's not to say I have a magic wand. Those are definitely things that we're going to work on with them. We always have a 2-week trial program. So if anybody's like, oh, that sounds pretty cool, but I just don't know if my kid is gonna like it and I don't want to be locked in, then you do the 2-week trial. I'm going to give you a uniform, a private lesson, and you can come to classes for 2 weeks. So for people that are unsure, that's a great way to go about it.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
Well, we are back. About 5 minutes remaining in halftime after a half that would like to be quickly forgotten. I am the voice, Greg Mariner. We are 321 West here alongside owner.
What's my name, Greg? What's my name?
And Barber.
That kind of night, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to read. I'm trying to give you guys more content for later, and I forget his name. He's right in front of me. Anyway, yes. So we're bringing it to you here, and so the Eagles. They're showing why they're 5-1 on top of this division. It's a division filled with talent from top to bottom, and then there's just that top tier. There's a bunch of them actually. So the Bulldogs really at this point, can they come back and win? Of course, you can any game, but if nothing less, it's a learning experience and a coaching tool live. And you know that Coach A is going to expect them to finish this thing with by less than a 19-point deficit. They want to win half number 2. You take it quarter by quarter, try to win quarter number 3, try to win quarter number 4. If that's enough of a difference that you made up to 19, then that's great. Will it be versus this Eagles team? I don't know. They're pretty quick. They're pretty good. And they're big. They've done everything, honestly, other than finish on a few attempts. So their field goal percentage isn't probably as good as it could be or may normally be. They're, like I said, they scored 500 points, and that's out of 6 games. So you look at they scored in the 80s, and they got 40 here. So
yeah,
they're about on par. They're on par. So, like I said, the Bulldogs without Riley Peliquin. Took me a few minutes to not see her and realize I wasn't saying her name. Probably has some semblance of an injury. And the reality of things is when you're playing a team like this, if you're on the fence, this is the game really to set them. And so you have them for the long run. And not that this game is unwinnable, but in a more scenario. So that being said, make sure you tune in Saturday morning, 9 to 11, Sports Talk with the voice, Greg Miranda. We're back after our little heist. Ben Barber, owner, will be with us here, and we'll have some special guests for you. Back in action tomorrow night, 7 p.m. tip from the boys, who will be looking to turn things around. They had a nice upset, and then dropped one, I do believe it was Pond against it last night. that they're going to want to bounce back off of. We'll talk to Coach Fazzaro about all of that on Saturday morning on the show. Girls are back in the gym, just moments away from getting half number 2 started. We've heard more from the Barrington Eagles fans, obviously. It seems like most of Wesley's passes, Eagles get a hand around the back of. They play such tight D. They turn their hips so quickly. They're low on defense. They stay low. They really do. It's fundamental, without a question. And as a player, you just got to not get down and not get overly frustrated.
It is hot in this office, is it not?
It's a little warm.
I'm
a little warm, a little hungry. I'm above a pizza place.
You're not above a pizza place. You're above the pizza place.
Good.
Speaking of, Greg, we got to get you on Quick Bites sometime. Maybe we'll talk more about restaurants in Westerly during the second half of this game.
Hopefully, there won't be need for it, but I have one of those eerie feelings. And it's just not that, honestly, it's solely based on watching the quality of Barrington. I mean, they hit threes like nothing, and they didn't shoot any in the first quarter. So they can get you from 3. They can get you shooting to the rim, and they don't just go to the rim and look for the foul of the shot. They go to the rim and they pass late, like I'm saying, a step off the rim, and they have no problem dumping it back with a late pass. It makes it really hard to defend. Coach Haight giving her final instructions to her team.
And what's interesting is, and we had said you really want to give the flowers to Barrington because they do deserve it. But the Bulldogs have had really like a lot of wonderful success shooting the ball tonight, especially from deep. They've had a couple beautiful threes, and it's, and we have the inbound here, and Hake takes it to start the second half. But if the Bulldogs were given, they've put up 21 points with some of the most ferocious defense that we've seen all season long. Not even some of the most ferocious defense that we've seen all season long, and they put up 21 points in the first half. And they're going to the line. Vossinet here going to the line to start the second half. So there are a lot of positives for the Bulldogs. It just doesn't feel like it right now with a 19-point deficit.
And off the mark on free throw number 1 here. We live on the release. You're just joining us. It's quarter number 3, Thursday Night Hoops, Federico Gymnasium, and a tough opponent in town, Barrington. Second one doesn't go, and they're on the run. Bounce pass, 3-point range. Doesn't like it. Splits 2 defenders. Nice delay, and the shot's no good. Rafferty rips down the rebound. And we're going left to right in the white. Lady Bulldogs just need to keep their heads up and play that persistent, resilient basketball they play. And like I said, it's a quarter-to-quarter game. 3-point attempt is off the mark. Rebound, long rebound, run down by the Eagles. And they'll set up their offense. And a double pick set. Wide open. They're just constantly moving.
Now, a team like Barrington, where they're constantly moving, you'd hope that they would eventually get tired. But something tells me that that's not the game plan that you go into a game with if you're a team that's going to get tired as the game goes on.
Yeah, they're not going to get tired. They don't have any extra seats on the entire bench. And a 3-point range, and that's short. So they'll get another chance, long offensive rebound, and they will flip it out to somebody beyond the mark. And baseline, challenge, whistle in favor of Wesley. Stepped out of bounds, I'm guessing. So we have a Westerly ball. But they got to do better than 21 here in the second half, and even moving forward. And that's all about finishing, really, from what I've seen. because the issue has not been from long range. Bounce pass underneath, Bosnet with the finish there. Scoop play up, good. Bulldogs have cut it to as close as it's been in a while, so there's a positive there.
And that was one of the more beautiful drives from an inbound that I've seen from the Bulldogs all night long, and a great steal there in the paint.
A little too much pepper on the inbound, and that'll be a foul while shooting, and Cake will go to the line. Speaking of Riley Pelican, Hake's first free throw up and good. Three volleyball players the postseason received Division II honors as the Bulldogs advanced to the quarterfinals this year. Sophomore setter Lila Auth, who is off playing volleyball right now, travel volleyball, and I'm assuming some All-Star League. But she was named to the Division II first team, while senior outside hitter Riley Pelican and senior middle blocker Emma Caracciolo, who we will see on the softball diamond in the spring, that was named as honorable mention selections. So congratulations to those three, and we're probably going to look for have all three on the show very soon. We haven't gotten the volleyball team on yet. Pass inside for the Bulldogs. Nice play. Got the foul. So the Bulldogs not doing a bad job here. We're left with free throw line. There's no quit in the team, and that's what you look for.
And they second half here, and they're aggressive, and also they're using the tenacity of Barrington against them. They're drawing those fouls. This is their third attempt from the line since the half. They've been to the charity stripe 3 times, so they're doing the adjustments that they need to make it a closer game, and whether or not. It's hard to defend against that. 24 again drains a 3.
The difference is you missed 2 free throws, and they got to the other end of the court instantly.
Yep.
That's a 5-point swing right there, and a little crazy shot there. Rebound goes to the Eagles. This could get out of hand quickly here. I mean, that 5-point swing, you can't let that happen. And she is just ridiculous. I didn't get her number, but that 3 is money.
I think that might have been number 3. I'm not 100% sure, but she has been setting up for those, and it did look to me as if it might have been her.
Norman with it. Bulldogs swinging and blocked. And it's going to go the other way. Barrington has it. Little delay. Finds the open shot. It's going to be a 2. No good. Rebound Barrington. Fouled on her way up. On an impossible shot, she'll go to the line. So Barrington, all Barrington, and it's kind of getting worse and worse each quarter. And I said that it might in the first. I really did. I looked at the record, looked at their scores all year long, and when you scored 500 points and you're scoring 80 a game in a high school team, maybe a little less in reality if you had non-league and stuff. But either way, you're in the 70s on a regularity.
And how fast and how easily this Barrington team scores. The Bulldogs had gotten it down to 16 points, and here they are down 24 or up 24 now for Barrington, and now up 25 for Barrington. So,
yeah, they just got to keep their head up and trudge forward. Like I said, they're going to learn new things, and if they can just do their best to play their game against this team, it can only make them better against lesser teams.
Absolutely.
Try to run their plays.
And this full court press is something that we've seen against the Bulldogs a couple times now this year. So, working against that for the rest of this half.
That steal by Bosnet there. Rafferty takes it.
And seeing the improvements that they've already made on it since the first quarter. That's something that's going to help all of these players improve as the season goes on and in the long run and even going into next year.
Try to get it in. Tough spot. That's not going to go. Overhand, open, head fake, kick out. And steps on the baseline or fouled first. Rafferty whistled with it. And, so I've told you about the middle school. I've told you about the volleyball team. Told you about the boys team. 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And underneath, nice D. And that post play is going to get with the jump ball. Scrapping both teams. And the Eagles will inbound from the near side. Number 24 with it, captain of their ship, undoubtedly. I'll tell you what, they have a shooter, an undetermined name, and that is baseline no good. They get the rebound or receive the long air ball and reset their offense. A few different numbers in for Barrington. And nothing there. Nice job on D and man-to-man. They get their hands up. Was it a shot clock violation? Credit to the Bulldogs defense for that. Rafferty set to inbound.
All things considered, the Bulldogs have played decent defense tonight. It's one of those things where
and that's almost picked. Rafferty with the three. Good. Doesn't go. Looked like it might have had a chance. Bulldogs pick off another pass. See, there's no quitting the team. That's what you love. That's what I love about high school sports. That's what I love about youth league people. I love it. And that they're playing based on heart alone because they want to be playing. And this team is coached well, and they do not get tired. They won't. Can they be as physical as this Barrington team? This Barrington team is big. They're big bodies to move. And underneath, the Bulldogs can't convert. But those big bodies do move quickly all the way to the other end. And the jumper in from about 3 feet away.
They're big and they're fast.
Stop and pop, yeah. And they're up over 50 now. And we're moving along in quarter number 3. I'm sure the girls wish we were moving along a little bit quicker at this point. Hake has it, and definitely missing Pelican, and I don't know that would have been the difference. And that is a reach-in foul. Bulldogs will maintain possession. A lot of subs going on in and out on the Eagles side. With the net for the inbound. Hake has it. Off the pick, nothing there. Rolls, Pellegrino kicks out, jumper, no good. Air ball, Pellegrino comes away with it. It wasn't net. Stop and pop, nice move. Beautiful move to get away from the defender. Pop back and hit the three for Juliana Vazanet. And it's funny because when she's clicking along with Hake offensively, the Bulldogs normally are in good shape for the night. That shows the distinction between Barrington in reality, because they're having a good night and it ain't good. It's still going. We're not going good. Long rebound, obviously, goes to an Eagle. Finds an open three. Just got in the game. Doesn't get it. Almost went over the back, but that'll end up with the Bulldogs if they can clear it. And that's going to be a travel. That's interesting. So the Bulldogs will give it back.
A lot of interesting calls here tonight from the referees, and we've heard both coaches, or we've seen both coaches give the refs an earful about the calls throughout the night. Again, not that they would make a big difference in the game right now, but always an interesting thing to take a look at.
Yeah, look at the hesitation move. Went away from the pick, 3-point play. I mean, that's just heavy-duty basketball. I mean, she had a pick. She had a chance to go to the right, work off the pick. She took one little step that way. That was enough to make the defender jump. Went back with the crossover. Nobody in the paint at all. That was just pretty. That was kind of like harmony in motion there. She could do a lot with the ball. And I think it's number 3 something. I'm going to get that girl. No, 31 is money from 3. No, number 3, yeah. That's Riley Graveline. Point guard, shooting strong forward, junior. So, Bulldogs Rafferty has it. Giving Hake a second here. Get some working down low. Woodward, not much space. Picks up her dribble. Pellegrino tries to get it down to Woodward. The turn up, and it spins in.
Oh, that was
She's
beautiful.
got a beautiful spin on her shot. She really does. And some difficult shots she's hit. because they are playing physical against her, and the officials are letting them. And again, away from the pick, same idea, crossover, and lost control of that one. What's the call? Somebody traveled who? I thought it was them earlier, but they called it late. Heading in the right direction. So Nova Woodward will go to the line.
I was going to say, I don't know how Nova could have traveled if she didn't have full possession of the ball, but this makes a lot more sense.
And they grab one.
Nova Woodward is somebody that I'm going to be excited to watch for the next 3 years here on the court in Federico Gym.
It really is cool being able to have done that. This is my first year. I've seen all 4 years of a class of players. And it's funny because it's kind of last year there was a couple of football. And that's going to end the third quarter. Doesn't go. And the Eagles add a couple to the halftime lead. And we're going to head to the fourth in a few. Remember, folks, Friday night hoops, top of the hill right here, Federico Gymnasium. Boys looking for a big bounce-back victory. They'll be ready to put on a show. Always a fun time on a Friday night, 7 p.m. tip. We'll be bringing it to you, 321 Westerly. We're going to take a break.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your
schedule. And we are back, folks. Let me see here.
Madison Pellegrino in.
Takes it well. I just did research.
And I believe Woodward is going to be going to the line again. Yes, she is. And as we start the fourth quarter here.
I'm still here, everybody, and I'm just making sure I'm trying to give you accurate information about the location of tomorrow night's game. Meanwhile, I'm going to watch Nova Woodward shoot a free throw. And you know what? Why would I have...
And another one, 33 points now.
Barrington with it. Maintaining a comfortable lead. New numbers in for Barrington. I see 4 different players. Number 24 in. And what a beautiful play. I mean, the way they run their offense, it is the most impressive offense and defense I've seen this year on the girls' side of things. They really do. I mean, we're in the fourth now, and they have, I know, 4 different players. Well, 3. And they've been rotating them through, and they run their plays with precision. And if they're not there, they have that late outlet pass 3. No good. So Barrington definitely is the real deal.
It's a complete game too. They're swarming on defense. They're constantly moving on offense. They their hands have gotten hotter as the night has gone on. They continuously make big shots when they need to. They have no problem hitting it from deep. They have no problem getting in with the layup. It's been a really impressive Barrington team. And number 24 here with a long 3. Couldn't get that one to fall. And Madison Pellegrino there gets the rebound and heads it out over to Woodward. And now to Hake, I believe.
No, in the corner now, Rafferty has it.
That was Voisinette.
Rafferty pops it up, no good. And it's whistle down underneath it. And a good time to tell you that I have been wrong, folks. Do not show up tomorrow night at Federico Gymnasium on top of the hill. You will be cold. It will be locked, and no one will be there. The game is in Smithfield. 7 p.m. tip, and we're going to bring it to you on 321 Radio. So tune in to 321 Radio tomorrow night, 7 p.m. I will repeat my mistake for anyone who heard me earlier, but spread the news. Yeah, they're not going to be around. It'll be a road game, and we'll be on 321 Radio.
Good. Greg,
my
you
brain
can take.
Hasn't been in the game this week, folks.
Greg, you can take a. That's okay. Greg, you can take play-by-play back over because you're better at it than I am.
Oh, well, yeah, it's only good if it's good. That's beautiful. Crossover in the middle of traffic, little scoop on the right. I mean, they're showing ability across the board no matter who they put in. Bulldogs, I mean, obviously there's things that the coach definitely sees that they can improve upon. I'm watching it now as a broad view and just watching a team do what they want. Woodward draws the foul. And on the clock, we're sitting at 5:46 left to go in this thing. Woodward at the line for two. Barrington has the Bulldogs press. And that one gets reeled in a little bit outside. Crossover. All the way to the hoop. Late pass. Open baseline jumper. This one doesn't go. Bulldogs have it. Rebound Pellegrino. Gets it forward to Hake. Late to Wazanet. Underneath. Beautiful running floater by Wazanet for the Bulldogs. And a long range pass. Right on the money, but a little late. Open three again. And this one's short. And a little bit of a contact. That'll be whistled. That was incidental on Gorman. They haven't lost much ground here since early in the third quarter. I'll give them that. Looking for positives. Where the score is at right now is where it's been floating for quite some time, which is kudos to the Bulldogs. I mean, to not lose ground against teams of this quality is good in that as well. And the runners, same idea. He was wrong. And they're off on the and in the front to go. Tangled up, nice D ends up in their hands though. And no breaks for the Bulldogs here tonight for sure. Nice defense. Force them out again. Shot clock down to 5. And how she got a lane blocked by Gorman out of bounds. They're going to get possession with about a second left on the shot clock. Or it was a violation already? No. It could be quickly here. Bulldogs need to stay tight on the inbound. And the runner and fouled on the way up. That's exactly how you don't coach it. With 1 second left on the shot clock, you do not foul.
You know, the Bulldogs, as hard as this is to think about, right? The Bulldogs have really had a heck of a second half. They've held their own. The lead right now is 21 points. It's stayed around 21 points for the whole second half.
Yeah, you gotta always look at the silver lining or the silver lining. And
You
everything.
got to. And are we homers? Yeah, it's called 3-2-1 Westerly, guys.
I'm sure Coach Haig differs in our opinion, but that's why we leave it open for interpretation.
Absolutely.
And both free throws are good. They're hitting free throws tonight too. So like I said, there is good. I mean, long range shot, the percentages aren't bad. You're running into, you can call it whatever you want, a buzzsaw, or just call it straight up hell of a good team across the board. Their offense constant movement, constant picks, rolls, screens, deep three, doesn't go. And on the run of the Eagles, they pop a pass over the top and then reset. As we're slowly trickling away to the end. And they're backing down, pretty much letting time come off here, which is the classy thing to do. Off a pick. Want to get stuck shooting a three, but and the late pass. They use the whole shot clock, doesn't go, and they get a free one. A fresh one, I should say. Kick it outside this time, nothing there. They're going to go to the hoop, though. Late pass, out of bounds it goes. Emerson Federico, sophomore, inbounding. Sophomore to the freshman, Woodward. Bulldogs doing a lot of substituting themselves. That was number 3, Casey Macera, another sophomore. I like that maneuver as well. Might as well give them as much exposure as you can to what you see here tonight. And that pass gets to the Bulldog. Little head move, and that's not going to do it. The Eagles have it, and they have done what they've needed to do here for us to collect a victory tonight. Like I said, you there are positives to be taken out of them. I'm not going to talk forever about it. Sure, I brought them up. As, I'm sure there's some negatives that can be taken out of it as well. I think that the Eagles, this is their year more so, I would say. And it's kind of scary. They only have 3 seniors. So they'll be back with a vengeance. Bulldogs, Macera with it. Across the other side. And foul shooting. A lot of whistles here at the end, which is just sort of delaying the inevitable with 2:17 to go. Free throw line, we go. Federico for the Bulldogs. And number 1 is good. Live on release. Up and good. And they're going to back off and not shoot much, I don't think. I think I can hear the coach, actually, believe it or not, all the way from here. And nice D by the Bulldogs. Yeah, I agree totally with what you brought up with the 21-point game. It was a 21-point game at the half. So, I mean, there's been substitutions on both sides. It's not like Barrington went and put in all their backups. Wesley's using everybody. Freshman up. So, that's going to go in favor of the Bulldogs. So, if the Bulldogs can, in the last 2 minutes, outscore the Eagles, they won the second half. And that is a positive you take and you give your team. If there's a positive in a storm of, not good stuff, that would be it. 3-pointer, doesn't go. Rebound, Bulldogs, traffic, up and doesn't go. Fight for the ball, jump ball call, crazy call.
It's been a physical game, and I hope she's okay.
And she'll be up, and is. It's good to see. Another whistle.
It's been a physical game the entire time, and it is absolutely good to see. Greg, one thing that I want to do while we're waiting here for the ooh, hold on. Beautiful. Okay.
The end of the inevitable. Is that what you're thinking?
That's not what I was thinking. No, I just want to say we want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors. Of course, we have a minute 25 here left. Want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors, Lathrop Insurance, Roof Right Roofing, John Fazaro, Coldwell Banker Coastal Homes, and we have a shot in here, and the lead is now down to 20.
And that puts them up 1-0 in the half. Of course, I mean, they backed off and stopped shooting, the Eagles, essentially. But nevertheless, you look for that silver lining. I actually used to wear a bracelet. Someone gave me because I like that movie, Silver Linings Playbook. It's one of my favorites. And it said silver lining on it. It was always fun. And jumper, no good. The defense has improved.
Absolutely.
They played tight D all night. They did, I mean.
They definitely have, yeah. So one of the things, anyway, I also want to thank Remy Cycle, Rio's Barbershop, Kiefer's Martial Arts, the Thirsty Beaver, the official spot to watch Westerly High School sports. And one of the things that I want to say, and of course DNV Mechanical, I don't want to forget anybody, but we are looking for more sponsors for the spring and for the winter and spring sports season. There's a lot of basketball games, there's a lot of softball games, there's a lot of baseball games, and there's a lot of content, peripheral content around that. We have the morning shows, we have the shows about music. We want to be able to give you new articles every single day on 321westerly.com. We want to constantly update all of this information and let you guys know what's going on in and around town. And one of the ways that we do that, the main way that we are able to do that, is through the generous support of advertising that allows us to put these games out here for free, just like this. So if anybody is interested in advertising their business with 321 Westerly, please send us an email, team@321westerly.com. We would love to talk to you and see how we can help you advertise your business and get it in front of the eyes of our viewers and the ears of our listeners over on 321 Radio as well, because we need your support to help us continue to bring you these games just like this one here tonight. And we got 2.3 seconds left.
Someone needs to take the whistle away from that dude. If he looked at the scoreboard, he must have blown that whistle 10 times in the last 2 minutes. And with 2.3 seconds, the all-important 2 free throws here for the Bulldogs. Definitely going to need to stop the game on a night that already didn't go that well for them. Anyway, the first one's good, and long story short, it's a learning experience for this team. I mean, I don't know the expectations going in, what they may have been, but I know that they went into the second half trailing by 21, and they're going to come out of the game with a 19-point loss. Means they scored more than Barrington did in the second half. It's a tough, gritty group of girls that are never going to get out. Endurance is never going to be an issue. Resiliency is never going to be an issue. What is an issue is when you run into a team that's as talented as Barrington. They showed it off here tonight. Tomorrow night, folks, 321 Radio. Not at home, but we'll bring you some boys basketball action. Tip-off. They're playing Rogers at Rogers, 7 p.m., 321 Radio.
Download the 321 Radio app, and if you do end up accidentally going to Federico Gym tomorrow and it is closed, as it will be, just make sure you download the app. You can listen to it at the high school. Greg, I'm so sorry that you got the schedule wrong there.
Yeah, well, anyway, I was looking forward to some Friday night fun at home in the gym. But either way, boys looking to bounce back. It hasn't been all that much fun, but like I said, learn from everything. Find the positives out of everything. They got some good play out of a lot of players. And Barrington, the most impressive team I have seen yet this season on the floor. That being said, that's all you're going to hear from me for tonight, but tune in tomorrow.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.